I wanted to start the series off in Barbados because it's kind of my second home. I grew up fishing here, and I wanted to feature some fishing that's never really been done here before or known to the general public. You come to Barbados, you're going to get the charter boat experience. You're going to catch barracuda, wahoo, mahi-mahi, maybe some blackfin tuna on the coast. But no one really knows that Barbados is one of the best untapped resources for deep bottom fish. I'm talking queen snapper, snowy grouper, yellow eye snapper, fish that live really deep below 450 feet, and they get really big here. And Barbados is great because in the last 15 years or so, it's become more of a hotspot island for celebrities and people around the world. You got guys like Drake, Justin Bieber that come to the island, Mark Wahlberg, Gwyneth Paltrow, George Soros was here this year, Michael Caine, the Royals are here all the time. Outer Banks Season 3 on Netflix was just filmed here. So Barbados is up and coming in the world stage, I would say, more than any other island in the Caribbean. So we've spent the week going around the island working with some of the island's top chefs in the top restaurants, showing you how to cook our catch. And we've explored some places that are pretty much not featured on any tourist map. So stay tuned. If you've been to Barbados before, you got to check these places out again. And if you've never been, go to them this time because you're not going to be disappointed. So don't go anywhere. You're in for a hell of a ride. This is the perfect time for king mackerel. All right, so we're going straight down to the bottom with these, what are these, 150s?
Yep.
150 Johnny Jigs.
All right, I'm on bottom.
You're on bottom? Okay, rip it up. We're gonna see if we can hook up a king right here. Oh, there he is! There he is! My buddy! He's got a fish on. There she goes. Listen to her scream. Woo! That's good. Whenever they shoot up like that and head for the surface, it means it's a good fish. He realized he's hooked. He's pissed. He's unhappy. He's running.
On again.
Woo! Stay on, baby. Oh! Good? Trying to tire this fish out as much as we can.
Right over, it's coming over.
There we go. Coming to the surface. Big wahoo.
Get ready for him.
Yeah. Here we go.
Right there. Get it.
Oh! Oh! There's
That's
your
a fish on the
45-pound
jig.
wahoo. These fish have teeth that interlock like scissors. They are so sharp. If you put your finger in there, it would cut it in half pretty much instantly. So I'm not going to try that. But this is a good 45, 50-pound fish. You can see their colors when they come out of the water are pretty vibrant. We call them sea zebras because of their stripes. But after they've been out of the water for a while, they lose them. So what we do, go right up behind the pec fin, into the head, straight down. Wahoo's a soft fish. You don't have to do too much labor finding the backbone. Once we find it, make our lateral cut. Straight down the backbone. Do not go through it. But stay as close as you can. And this is going to be a big fillet. But what I really want to show you guys is the meat you get from this thing. When you see the marbling on that fish, that is absolutely beautiful. Wow. Take out the ribs. Wahoo have a soft meat. It's a lot better once they're iced down for a while. But right now, it's as fresh as you can get. We're just gonna stake it out. That is beautiful fresh wahoo. All right, today we're fishing with my brother Larry. We're gonna try some redemption on those queen snappers because we were at New Ground yesterday and it was horrible. I don't know, the moon's been kind of funny here. What do you think the moon is like with snappers. Closer it gets to full moon, the better the bite, right?
Yes. Yes, the closer it gets to full moon, the better the bites. And today is a day for new food. So we are expecting to catch lots of fish.
We're about a week and a bit away from full moon, but the moon's decent size right now, so let's see if God has anything to do with it.
I'm sure he has a lot to do with it, buddy.
There we go.
Because he's in control.
From the man himself. Okay, so we just got to this place called the Shallows. The Shallows is divided into 3 parts: low shallow, mid shallow, and a place called London. It comes up to about 280 feet on the highest part here. You can see the bottom, all that green above, that's lit up with fish. So we're gonna drop the jig down here and see what we get. The worst thing is when you think you have a good fish on and you pull it up and it's a jack. What do we have? He's coming up. And it's a jack. Not even a jack, the worst kind of jack you can get, a horse-eyed jack. It's not a blackjack. That's why he was pulling so hard. The blackjack. Look at his forehead. He looks like a bull almost, like a bull dolphin. And these guys feed on sprats, pinfish, little jacks, anything else that's down there. There he is right there. What is it? And it's a barracuda! Oh man, did he shoot up. Larry Paul missed the shot. It's okay, it's okay. Oh! Oh, Larry Paul gets him! Best gaffer in all the land. Barracuda are pack hunters, especially this size. They're considered a trash fish in a lot of places, Florida, Bahamas, but here there's no ciguatera, very little mercury, and the toxins are virtually nil. They're amazing to eat here. Look at those teeth. Jagged, unlike a wahoo, they're not in a uniform row. Catch of the day on a lot of restaurants in Barbados is barracuda. I'm hoping this is finally the scamp grouper we came looking for. You'd be really surprised how much pressure these little guys can handle. What do we have here?
A grouper!
Oh, it's a big rock hind! Wow! What a fish for low shallow in 250. Wow, I spent the last like 2 weeks trying to find one of these on the East Coast. We come here on a day that's not doing too well, and we get one. So this is called a rock hind. The locals here call it a buck hind. They don't really live on the West Coast, but here we are on the South, where the Atlantic and the Caribbean Sea meet, and we get this beautiful creature. And they are delicious. You can see in their mouth there, they have these very small but very numerous indented, inverted teeth. So when they grab onto their prey, it's like a trap. They can't get out. It's a member of the strawberry grouper family. That's actually a good size one too, eh, Larry?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna stick around here and go get some more. Awesome. It's gonna be great. What is it? Oh, it's another one! Wow! What a beautiful fish again. Look at that. Look at those dorsal spines with the yellow tip on top. Now these guys camouflage into the reef pretty well. Look, he's changing color now. Kind of like a Nassau grouper when they get out of water. I'm happy we found these here. I had no idea that these hinds were actually out here. What is this? What is this? It's a scamp grouper! Smash him, smash him. Oh! Target species acquired, baby! I am the smartest man alive! Never gonna die! Look at that! Ha ha! Finally! Oh, forget the other shallows. This the one. Look at that. See the yellow tinge on their lips there? So you know it's a scamp. Same tooth pattern as those nice buck hinds. Look at him, he's changing color now. Beautiful. Excellent eating. Look at his tail too. His tail's almost like a broom. It's not a broomtail grouper, but it's similar. Wow. Good. Looking brownish.
That's a nice fella.
Red. Oh, it's a hindy.
All right.
Hindy.
All right.
Ho! It's a big one. Wow. You won't find that in Barbados very often, so today's a pretty special day. Look at his dorsal fin all the way up now. The yellow tinge on the spikes. Wow. And you gotta be careful because these are designed to protect him if he tries to get eaten by something bigger. And they are sharp. Razor sharp. These fish are pretty sturdy, so you don't have to worry about going through the backbone. Now work our way all the way down the backbone, let the knife do all the work. That beautiful rock hind fillet. Knock the ribs out. Comes off just like that. Look at that. Beautiful rock hind fillet. We're gonna take the pin bones out after we wash them in the kitchen. Nice scamp. See what the difference in meat looks like. Same thing, straight down. Always have the knife angled down so you don't miss any meat on the backbone. How nice that marbling is. Beautiful. Anything from the jack family I try to stay away from in terms of eating it just because they're not good. But apparently blackjack has white flaky meat, so we're about to test right up to the tail. Time for the big reveal. That's 50-50. That still looks a little jacky to me. Take the ribs out. Let's take the skin off. I want to see what the bloodline on this fish looks like. I want to see if it's as thick as all the other jacks. And that's the problem with jacks, is you really can't get all the skin off in one. So we'll trim that up in the kitchen. But you know what? It doesn't look all that bad. I don't know, you tell me. That actually looks like that almost looks like a hind fillet from that angle. Actually got a nice little marble to it. These are actually perfect eater size barracudas, about 3-4 pounds. Look at that knife just making work. That fillet, I mean the bottom half of that fillet looks like any rockfish you would get out here. Great little spot called Local & Co. in Speightstown at the north end of the island. Let's see what they got for us. That was a nice looking barracuda actually.
Yeah, you caught it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. First one?
Oh no. Yeah, that's the first blackjack I ever filleted. Because I hate jacks. That's sweet, nice white meat. Like that's good.
It tastes of it today actually.
Yeah.
So our chef actually came up with a good recipe for it. So
Nice.
you should love our ceviche today, huh?
Coconut milk, vinegar, and lime. Diced tomatoes, okay. Red onions. Cilantro.
Salt, sip a little bit. Just like get our plates ready.
Alright, let's give this a try. Barracuda, blackjack ceviche with a flour. Oh my god. That is amazing. Thank you. You get the acidity and the firmness of the fish because it's so fresh. Look at that. You can see the marbling in it. I'm not giving you the finger, I dislocated it, so now I have to... Don't worry. And now we got the fish that we caught earlier today. Got a mix of grouper and rock hind. And how long does it usually take to cook on this?
Well, this fish, because this fish is more soft and delicate, it should not be that long. We say 4 to 6 minutes. Fill it with some herbs. Put some sliced lemon on the top. And we can put it on here. We can put it on the grill, and then we're gonna wrap it.
What's your favorite fish on the island?
Right now, mahi.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh my god. Wow, you can smell the, what is that, thyme on top?
Yeah, time and
Yeah,
chance.
drizzle that over. Look at that. Look at that. Let me show you. Can you see that? So you can see how the butter literally got into
I'll give you this. I haven't used this.
the core of that fillet
Yes.
and juiced it from the inside out. Let's try. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, so good. All right, guys. We'll see you right after. Come to Local and Go. Try it for yourself. But bring your own fish.
Want to get this fuel in the well. Want to get those and put in the bait hole. All right, buddy.
This evening I'm taking you guys to a place called Trader Bank off Hilton Point here in the south corner of Barbados, southwest corner. The locals here, the local fishermen call this place Shoal Bank. I'm not even too sure why, but it comes up from about 700-800 feet to about 150 in the shallowest part. And it's great because there's reef fish on it you can't really find on the west coast, which is where I just showed you guys. Haven't even got the anchor down yet. I just dropped the jig to see what we got down there. Something picked it up. I don't know. This fish is fighting weird. Whoa! Whoa! Grouper! Another scamp grouper! Grouper! Oh my god, Larry Pole! What a day! Caught more grouper in the last 3 days than I have my whole life here. Another scamp grouper. These fish, again, you can identify them by their brownish tinge and that yellow right around their lips. Wow, what a beautiful fish. Huh. About the same size as one we got yesterday, isn't it? So we're just about to drop the anchor here. I don't know if you can see this clump of fish right here on the drop off. We're anchoring in about 380. That's where we're going to drop the rope so the anchor holds and then we drift back onto the shallower part. Because if we drop anchor on the shallower part, we're never going to hold there. Right now I'm just lightly jigging off bottom again, trying to see if there's another grouper around or a snapper. There's big cubera snapper that live out here too. I've been dying to catch one my whole life. Tried in Costa Rica, I've tried in Florida, nothing. Now that I know they live in my backyard, it'd be nice to actually hook one. There's definitely fish moving through the column. I'm gonna rip this one to the top. We just dropped our live bait. See if any yellowtail came up. And we got a huge ocean trigger. Called these old men here. These ocean triggers have really long dorsal spines. One big spike like that. That'll come up, that's part of their defense. But they are really good eating here. You see his mouth? He's got a mouth almost like a parrotfish. Those teeth, they're made for crushing and crunching crustaceans and stuff on the bottom, and they are predatory as well. Look at that. Buddy needs some dental work. What a fish, though. I've seen this before on a place called the Fathom, where you're hooking horseye jack and getting bit off by triggerfish around this time, and as soon as it gets dark, as soon as that sun goes down, like a light, the yellowtail come on. So we're gonna see if that holds true today. Red means dense. So let's see. with the big bait, it ran so hard. Look at this line. It gave us a fucking bird's nest. Now, we're gonna try to pump this fish up. Oh, he is pissed! Ah! Here he is, here he is. It's a jack.
Jig this way.
Huh?
It's jig.
Oh, there's two of them. Yeah. Christ. Well, the blackjacks are biting. Silvery in the moonlight. Look at that.
Bird nest.
Yep.
We're still on Shoal Bank right now. And actually, here's a place on Shoal Bank where Bushman saw the monster. Said it was so big, he had to pull the rope up and run shore.
And what did the monster look like?
Thing is, he said he never saw anything like it before. It was very ugly.
So a guy named Bushman said he saw a monster. I don't know how credible a guy named Bushman is, but I would vote for him. I hope it's true, because I would like to see a monster like that too.
Well, he was on media talking about it, so it had to be true.
He was talking to the local paper about it.
Yeah. Came over to use.
Well, we just lost a 50-pound king mackerel at the boat. Broke off the line and the weight. I'm tangled up here. Well, let's see, who knows? Maybe Bushman's monster will appear. Or maybe there'll be a monster in the bush.